30-second warning whistle from the chief referee. So the players will be getting ready to kick off. Please bear with us in this moment of silence. We are still looking for the player list.
I've found the New Zealand one. So, South Africa maybe? And then I'm going to read out the refs for this game.
And we're off.
Comfortable win there for New Zealand. Looking like they are aiming for a sort of straight through to the goal for the first one, but well held by the South Africans, pretty much turned around. But this guy is just swimming there. Picked up by the South Africans again. Oh, it's very strong. And we've got a call there. Gloving against the Kiwis. Oh, you found it. Great.
All right. So the Kiwis are being pushed back 3 meters because of the foul, and South Africa is given an advantage here, which hopefully they can use to their advantage.
Looks like they're driving up that wall pretty strongly. Oh, lovely little back tackle there.
Number 7 from New Zealand.
I could just stand for a bit. I'm very sweaty.
Perry. Beautiful back steal there. We've got another call. South Africans hauling to the substitution box to get fresh legs into the pool.
They were getting over that. Fouling as they do, actually. Very illegal substitution. One guy wanted to be in the water so much that he just hopped in regardless.
Well, luckily the referees did not see that.
I suppose not too much of an impact on the game. They were all sorted by the time it started, but a bit cheeky nonetheless. So the referees this game looks like Melissa from Argentina, and the others are underwater right now.
I can pull up the list on this side. That might be the easiest.
I'm not going to know the others by number. Stuck in the South African corner here. Looks like it's being well defended. I can see some lovely rotations happening on the surface.
Yes. So just to confirm our referees, we've got Melissa from Argentina, as mentioned by Harriet. Then we have in the water as well Mauricio from Colombia and Arsev from Turkey. Arsev, who has just in fact stopped play to award a goal to New Zealand. Number 3.
That is number 3, Isaac Milner there. Hopefully no relation to Tommy. Am I right, guys?
Then we have Umur from Turkey on chief ref duties, and Jack from South Africa, and also Jack from GB, but New Zealand actually. On table.
Jack's got a long hair. He's got.
Yeah, I think someone has actually replaced Jack.
Jack is eating a sandwich.
Jack has
slightly off screen.
Female.
Yeah. So restart of play here. Taken right over to the opposite wall this time for a nice change of pace. Classic Kiwi switch there, but not quite far enough. Caught by the South Africans. Presumably knew it was coming.
Yeah, intercepted by Xavier, or it's not pronounced Xavier. There's a different pronunciation which I keep forgetting.
Do you want to have a go?
No, it's not Javier. It's not Xavier. It's something in between.
Xavier.
Oh, and the South African forward swims right past the flick. We have just lost video, and we are back.
Looks like the South African is making a big swim across the pool here. Lots of very stressed Kiwis on the surface, getting very close. Looks like it was, I'm going to say shepherded, but not in the illegal sense, over to the side. Oh, urgent call there from the referee. Oh, what's happening?
Right.
Somebody.
One of them thinks it's a goal, so we're probably going to have a ref timeout here, or not.
Are they just all saying goal?
One of them was saying
Oh,
goal.
I think it's a headshot. I don't think they were saying goal. I think they were also doing like 2. So number 4 from New Zealand Oliver Thurlow Ray has been sent out, I think, for 2 minutes. Yes, confirmation there on the screen for unsportsmanlike conduct, dangerous play.
Yes, 2-minute kickouts in a situation like this would most likely have been a dangerous flick.
Yeah, especially given the speed at which they were calling that. Oh, another one here. Melissa pointing directly at a player there. Stick infringement by South Africa. Looked like number 4. Heinrich Serfontaine. How did I do?
Yeah, you did good. You just didn't get the Heinrich. But 90% there, I would say.
Oh, amazing. That's pretty good. Bit of a fumble on that stick, but... Oh! They really tried to pick that one up.
I think I'll have to practice saying Xavier Javier's name before I do this again. It was him that had the stick steal there, but we've got a ref timeout.
So Melissa was aiming for a goal, but not sure about the other two. Obviously, someone has seen something. I'm hoping for a penalty, just for the excitement.
I personally, I would prefer if the penalty were on the other side of the pool. But
you're hoping for a free puck in
yes,
South Africa's favour, but of course you're not hoping for anything because the referees are entirely neutral.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
But I mean, penalties do make for good entertainment, especially if in a 2 versus 1 situation you manage to defend that penalty.
Do you think we can hear what they're talking about here?
Not with the headsets on. Oh, here we go.
The black team made a fall.
Yes, I
but
have.
at the same time, the advantage too, you bought both, but she is the first side.
Okay.
And the white team kicked the ball with glory.
Okay, so no
He
goal.
said no goal, and the white team, they have to lose it. We have to. The first fall,
Black.
that's why they are losing.
No goal.
No goal.
Okay, I'll get the puck.
White team, another score.
Oh, microphone very close to the whistle there. So what that was they were playing advantage for the white team, and then the white team put it in with their glove. So it's no goal because they fouled putting it in the tin, but it is their free puck because they had advantage before that. So we're seeing this free puck here, directed right into the centre of the tin, but a lot of bodies down.
It looks like it's been swum off to the side.
Cleared out, well done by the South Africans. Ooh.
Oh, and we have a call.
That was a pretty rogue loose puck rolling in front of the tin there.
Number 3, illegal use of the free arm from South Africa's side.
It's Xavier.
Yeah, that'll be the name that we cannot say again.
Branco. Maybe we'll just refer to Branco.
We should just call him Branco and make our lives easier.
I was chatting to Benny earlier, who was saying that he knows him quite well, and I didn't clock how he pronounced it. I should have paid more attention. Sorry, Benny. Another free puck here for the Kiwis in front of the South Africa tin. Again,
everyone's down. We've only just had someone pop to the surface. Violent
shoving in there. Yeah.
Yes, it was not legal against New Zealand. It also looked like it might have been a number 4 there, indicated by the referee. If so, that'd be Oliver Thurlow Ray.
He's already had a little sit out for his fouling. It was a very impassioned punch down the back wall there, but
most players will know once you get into that final D area, sometimes it's almost like you've got tunnel vision. You just want to get that puck into the goal. And
it becomes quite difficult as a ref to see sometimes. There's a lot of bodies in the way.
Exactly.
But you still shouldn't do it. Shouldn't do it. A lot of bubbles here. Still great water quality in the water actually. It's really clear. Obviously when somebody swims there's a lot of bubbles, but most of the time we've got great vision, which is really good. The organising committee are doing a great job. Kiwis swimming at the tin here, but well guarded by South African.
And we've got bodies down to defend.
Ooh.
A nice rotation on the tin there. They're swimming it across.
Wow. Oh. Ballsy move from the South African, but looks like it's paid off. Kiwi trying to turn it round there, but completely
Almost.
surrounded. Oh,
Number 8's
interesting.
almost swimming upside down to retain possession of that puck. Good job to him.
Yeah, well, he took it to the corner, which the South Africans would have been quite pleased with. I imagine that's also where they wanted to go. They've picked up that puck. Nice little tackle there from the Kiwis. Again, picked up by the South Africans. And we've got a call there. Has this guy heard the call or no? Good.
In the corner, that will be obstruction against South Africa. Called by Meli from Argentina, I believe.
Indeed. Her hands are so small.
Little tidbit of information. We only got one size of gloves this tournament. It's men's sizes. So
it's a size 10. I've brought my own size 8, and my hands are definitely bigger than Meli's.
yes, if you didn't bring your own gloves and you have smaller hands, or you're a woman, which means you usually have smaller hands, you have been struggling with the gloves.
There's a goal scored here by number 12 of New Zealand, Jack Sterling.
Well done,
Well
Jack.
done them.
Team timeout being called by South Africa, and the chief ref has noticed that, so he's awarding that team timeout. So that'll be a 1-minute opportunity for the coach to talk to his players, encourage them a little bit, and tell them what they're doing wrong, what they can do better, and how to proceed from here, hopefully to avoid conceding any more goals.
Now, we have been discussing today when coaches call timeouts. It's very annoying when they leave their hands on their head like they're doing the YMCA. It's an O above the head. Hands have got to form a nice O above. And there's no need for you to wave. We know what team you're on. Just a little bit of referee banter. Sometimes if there aren't many fouls called, you've got to entertain yourself somehow if you're on the table.
All right, 15-second warning whistle from the chief ref. So the coach and the substitute players will be making their way back to their substitution boxes, and the referees will be setting up for the kickoff.
Bless the number 5 South African, Neil Lubbe. Lubbe?
Close.
He looks so young, bless him.
We do have quite a few young players. This is a very green team, if you will. First worlds for all of them.
Really? All of them?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they're probably getting some excellent experience. Going to be a totally different set of players when they get back to South Africa after this world quality standard tournament.
Oh, amazing. They're doing extremely well then against this New Zealand team that have had some pretty devastating results against some other teams. It's also, I'd almost forgotten it was under 19 this game. It's like really high skills, high pushes, lots of like power as well. It's looking...
There have been a couple games that I've refereed today where the under-19 gents have been very, very impressive. We've confused them with the under-24s on numerous occasions.
Yeah.
Very promising for the future of the sports.
Someone call WADA, get the anti-doping guy in for all of the under-19 boys. I wonder who the youngest player here is.
I mean, we've got the list, so we can work out.
Yeah,
So
but from all of the teams.
From all of the teams? Well, we can check for this game. So we've got 2008. I've got a 29 November.
I've got a 2010.
5 December.
So on the New Zealand team, it's number 13,
Oh
Finley
yeah, there we go.
Josephek. 3rd of March 2010. That is one day before my birthday. So he's got a good birthday. It's in a good time of year. Kiwi's looking dangerous on the South African tin here, but looks like it's been handily cleared off to the wall. Lots of people on the surface there looking in the direction of the wall, so obviously well cleared by someone.
At the moment, South Africa are generally trying to play it safe because they're still in their defensive third, although they've just moved out of their defensive third. So they might look at opening it up and moving away from the wall a little now. Generally, when you're in your defensive third, you want to play it safe. You use the wall as one safe side that no one can attack you from.
Ah, interesting. So the South African player had a sort of a free shot on free swim to goal there. And he's been...
We've got a timeout being requested by the New Zealand coach.
Yeah.
And it has been awarded.
So when we come back, there will be a free puck for the South Africans on the Kiwi tin, pretty much.
Yeah. South African team will want to capitalize on being this close to the New Zealand goal. All the bodies down, try and drive it in, and the New Zealand coach is probably telling his team to calm down, just get it safe, and then resume their attack.
Don't concede any more fouls in front of that tin. Don't risk anything. But I would like them to risk conceding a penalty.
Yes, we
my
are
own
here
fun.
for entertainment, are we not?
We are.
Somebody can pick it up. Even though you slide it back a little bit. Okay.
So a fun
Right.
little story.
Well done.
The coach here, JD, is actually my first coach when I started playing.
Cute.
Yeah, my OG coach, all the way from Potchefstroom, South Africa.
I think he said something about sliding the puck back a little bit, which I assume was, if you're on the corner, don't try and go down the back wall, just slide it back a bit and let somebody else slam it in. You can see a very pointed drive there from South Africa, but picked up by a Kiwi player who was trying to find space and has succeeded.
Yes, they've just pulled the South African team apart with their small 45s that they like to do in the middle.
A very nimble bunch, the Kiwis. Coming with another lovely switch and flick there.
Can that halfback get there in time and counter the turn back to the inside? Seems to be doing a pretty decent job.
Oh, and a loose puck out the side there.
Oh, we've got a call.
There we go.
Dangerous play.
It's
2 minutes.
So the
Number 8
so number
from
8.
New Zealand, I think.
Yeah,
Hadley Jordan.
Hadley Jordan. Just a bit too keen with the flick there. Deemed to either have bounced off a South African head or nearly bounced off a South African head.
South Africa will be very relieved for this respite from the New Zealand attack.
Yeah.
And they have a 1-up numbers advantage now.
So you can ignore the number 7, Cruz Perry, or was it Perry Cruz? That could be either way round. Cruz Perry, that will have been deleted on the ref system, but it stays up on the screen here. So just the one Kiwi player sent out. Then making a solid drive across the middle. They don't look like they're playing it safe with 5 players. It looks like they decided the best defense is a good offense there. And
indeed, and it has paid off. Goal to New Zealand, number 3, Isaac Milner.
Again, I think that's his second. Good job, Isaac.
No, we do not have 2 players sent out. I just got confused by the thing you just said.
Just the one Kiwi player currently sent out.
This is a very new timing system for a lot of the referees. I don't know, have you used this system before?
I have not. Every time I've been at a tournament in France and suggested refereeing, it's like, no, you don't have French referee status. But I did mention that to Seb earlier. So maybe next time I'm there. This is the more sports system, so it's used at all of the French competitions.
I've got to say, I quite like the camera angle. It seems like they can get a bit closer than the cameras running on the track. And the cameraman has done an excellent job of staying out of the referee's way. I was a bit concerned about that.
Was that because I was saying in the previous game that I have bumped into the cameraman quite often.
Maybe you're just in the wrong spots.
Maybe the Court A cameraman is slightly more skilled than the Court B cameraman. I was saying we're both trying to get good views of the game, so it makes sense. And that is half time there.
All right. But you know it's not Court A and Court B. We've been told it's Court 1 and Court 2.
But on the referee schedule it says Court A and Court B.
It's because that's what we call it in South Africa.
Oh, really?
We have a South African tournament referee this year, for those of you that did not know.
And
so
he's put
hence
A and B.
The difference in
I
wording.
feel like I'm going to open CMAS TV and see what we've got.
It's always interesting seeing what floating devices the teams have to put their water bottles in. Some of them
Yes.
get quite creative. It seems like the boys are not quite as creative as the girls this time around. They've just gone with baskets and pool noodles wrapped around. But as long as it gets the job done, you get your fluids to rehydrate for the next half. You're good.
It is court 1 and court 2.
Get down and back the players up.
Bloody sappers.
If you're getting into trouble out here or out there, just turn it around. We don't.
We're quiet
you know,
now because
like
we're
to
trying to
score,
hear what the coach is saying, just
let
like the
the
rest
team
of
reset
you.
around you, and then we go again. Kick, leg speed, they work together. You got 15 more minutes, and then you're done for the day.
Love this guy's mustache. He looks like the Lorax.
That's an excellent comparison.
So we're going to make sure that we're supporting and we're capitalising on our good runs and our good space and keeping that going rather than ruining with the gloving or a headshot or something like that.
You played
yours,
really well.
Brian?
We're just not playing enough together like we did this
No,
morning.
that'll be yours.
Just tighten it up, link up, support each other, get those passes to each other. Keep the rotations going.
Right, so we've got 1 more minute of half time. So the coaches will be finishing up their pep talks and looking at moving back into their spots in the pool soon.
Pretty standard chat from the New Zealand coach that we could hear there. Lots of keep kicking your legs, use our speed, turn and give it back to us. And their captain there chiming in with make sure to keep supporting each other on those drives. All good points. It's good to see, like, there's such a the team dynamic is so strong in the Kiwi teams that even though they're 3-0 up, they're obviously thinking, okay, we could be doing better, like here's how we could be improving this, which is always good to see, especially for such a young age category as well.
We've got 5 more seconds. Everyone is waiting tensely for the buzzer, and there we go.
Off we go. Comfortable win for the Kiwis there, but immediately knocked off by a South African player. Obviously had an idea of where they were going.
Yeah, it's a beautiful curl off to the side and pass to a wing most likely.
See, while the flotation devices for the water are interesting, but the dry side kind of kit boxes are also interesting. The Kiwi ones say something like chug caddy on or something like that, and I assume this is like a like a Kiwi thing that I just do not understand. It looks like a goal there.
Just driven straight into the goal box there.
It was really strong drive from the Kiwis. They were down in numbers, facing forward, kicking their legs. Very tough to deal with that one. I think they gave it to either 13 or 11. Toby Dukes or Finley the TJ, but that was very much a sort of a team effort, that one. South Africa will be looking to reset that one and go again. Yeah, so chug caddy. I don't know what that is. Chug
drinks,
caddy.
I guess.
It just feels like it's got to be something grosser than that. I don't know. South Africans making a strong drive towards the goal here, and been turned around and driven back by the Kiwis.
All right, but they've regained possession of the puck, tried to go in for a sort of 45-degree angle towards the goal. They are in the last third of the pool, so this is when you want to start cutting in towards the goal. But New Zealand was able to stop that cut in and drive it back onto the wall, which is their safe space. However, we have had a call, and we've got a player being thrown out, number 7, I believe.
Yes.
From South Africa, Naldo
Naldo
Kok.
Sorry, you say that?
Naldo Kok. So he is quite the speedster. I reckon he's one of the fastest players on this team, although they haven't really done a head-to-head race that I'm aware of yet.
I hope he doesn't get too cocky about that. I'm so funny. Kiwis again making big progress up the pool towards the South African goal here.
Oh,
And
and
just
just-
slam in there.
There was no breaks on that drive.
I'm sure there was some lovely classic Kiwi 45 wiggles that kind of made the space for that one.
Looks like number 9 from New Zealand.
Luke Marshall.
First time we've heard about Luke, whether positively or negatively.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Kept your head down, done good stuff, presumably.
Shine
done
when
no,
you needed to.
yeah, no bad stuff, and then a goal. That'll do, hey? Can see it. The number 8 Kiwi, Hadley Jordan, in the subs box has got the biggest grin on. Bless his little cotton socks.
Is that a common expression in the UK? Because I've never heard that before in my life.
That is common in the UK. Bless his cotton socks.
I love
yeah.
it. It's a very cute.
It is
little
very
saying.
cute. I think
Alright, New Zealand is back on with their powerful drive and those 45s.
they are really gunning it now.
Oh,
That's
right
another
into
goal.
The goal. That is unfortunate if you are South African.
6. Rory Smith-Rice with that one. Yeah, I don't know if South Africa maybe letting their heads drop a little bit. Definitely seem to have had... Oh, and we're having a team timeout for the South Africans. Good time for it, I think, after sort of... Was it 3 in a row there quite quickly?
Yes.
Um,
What tends to happen sometimes, especially with these younger teams, is they get, I don't know, their heads are not quite in the game sometimes, especially
Yeah.
after you've had, either if it was your own goal or a goal against you, such a fast goal, it's hard to get your head back into the game and focus on being
Yeah.
down after the sprints, and that's usually where those strong drives come from. That they're almost impossible to stop after the sprints off because everyone's coming in with so much speed. You really
Especially
have to
if you,
get down.
if you watch the...
Okay,
Oh,
then
let's
one,
listen.
if you can do a 45. 45. Okay. So, yeah, we were 1 for. We were 1 for.
So,
Right, let's go.
coach is saying 45. Not sure whether that's the Kiwis are doing that and you need to cut it out, or you need to do it. Presumably, it would be a good idea to cut out the Kiwi ones. Obviously, he's noticed that that's what they're doing, and it's easy to do your own 45s if you are in possession. They showed earlier that they were very good at kind of predicting where the Kiwis were going to swim and cutting it off. So hopefully that little reset will be what they need to get that back in.
I think with a 45 play like this, your forwards are especially important because you know that player is going to turn and look for the inside pass, and forwards need to be there to cut it off
Yes,
and help take
That was-
pressure off the backs who are just constantly defending.
that was nicely done there, but you could see that a Kiwi player turned into a South African who turned into a Kiwi, and the Kiwi was the last one in the line, so just won that one. But
Getting
there we go,
dangerously
nice back
close.
tackle there. Although maybe not so nice if you are up close and personal, if you're a ref.
That was a stick infringement against number 7 South Africa, Nal de Kock.
So New Zealand now with a free puck on the South African 10. South African coach looking very stressed in the sub box.
We've got an interesting advantage being played by the referee in the corner there. It almost looks like they're making a talking signal there.
Little talking duck.
Everyone has a little bit of their own style that they put on their signals sometimes.
We were discussing this earlier. I don't mind, like, some advantages are nice, some are funny, but the worst is when it's just one finger up and down. It gives me the ick. Don't want to see that. Do
And
more. Oh, South Africa really pushing that out on the edge of that tin there.
Excellent defense there.
Yeah.
New Zealand is just going to try to drive it back up that back wall, and they're forced to take it out, away from the wall, and go around to the goal. It looks like it's been put in.
It's unfortunate that the South Africans did such a good job on like sort of phase 1 and 2 of defence, and then kind of by the third round from the Kiwis, there was no one there for that lovely little flick that just looped in. But the first 2 were incredible saves, like really well held out.
Once the sort of score starts building up against your team like this, it's so hard to maintain motivation and try to keep the same low numbers that you had in the first half.
And it's tiring to to do lots of goals. Strikes are very tiring things to do.
That is true, hey? It's a long way to swim, holding your breath.
And you know, people do them at they're going for it. They'll be doing it at, you know, somewhere 80 to 100% of the max effort, which that's a lot of effort, you know.
We had a beautiful flick to his inside player from New Zealand, number 5. His support was just in the perfect position there before we had this call by the referees.
It was gloving against South Africa there. So it looked like it was about to be cleared by South Africa. Oh, and it is a free puck for them in front of their tin. I'm sure they'll appreciate that a bit more than just having to pin it on the wall.
Yes. Illegal use of the free arm by one of the New Zealand players there. I reckon besides a dangerous flick, free arm is probably the second most dangerous thing you can get. I've seen some bleeding noses as a result of those.
No way. That's a bit keen. When I think of free arm, I think of myself trying to turn around, but I've got the turning circle of a truck. I'm just trying to use the other hand to help me.
The more innocent kind of free arm where you're just trying to swim.
Yes. Some of us need extra help. We can't all be Naldo Koch.
It's an inappropriate word in English, I'm aware.
I'm having a lovely chuckle over here to myself. The New Zealand attack on the goal there, I think it may have bounced off a South African wrist.
Stick infringement.
Oh no.
No goal.
Bounced off a South African stick and was inappropriately slammed in by a Kiwi one. So well caught by the South African player on their tin there. They were down, right place, right time.
Indeed. We've got just about 6 minutes left of this game. Hopefully South Africa can manage to keep New Zealand out of the goal for the rest of the game. Maybe even get just one sneaky little goal. I think it's so encouraging if a team with such a big goal difference, if you can at least get one in, you feel slightly better about yourself.
Yeah. Shows that you can do it, you know?
Yes, indeed. Once again, New Zealand is just, they read each other so well.
Presumably they've all been playing together since they were in the womb. Looks like this is being comfortably...
I think that was a very clean goal there.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Number 2 from New Zealand.
Isaiah Apiti?
We're like going down the list here. 1 goal each.
Yeah. How very nice of them all to share. My apologies if I am butchering a lovely Kiwi name.
I think we should be glad that this is not Turkey. I would have a hard time with the Turkish names.
Yes. My friend actually pointed out to me earlier, he was watching the under-19 Poland versus China teams, and the shortest combined Polish name was 12 letters, which is the same as the longest combined Chinese name. Like, the Polish ones have so many letters and the Chinese had so few. It's very interesting. Because I was thinking, if you handed me the name sheet for either of those two teams, I'm not going to do a very good job at all.
I think with those, at least, it's still the sort of standard English alphabet, if you will, so you can kind of get the idea across, although not the pronunciation.
Yeah.
But with the Turkish, because they have all those additional symbols, the way they say what looks like a G, for example, is completely different.
That is true. But I reckon between all of the additional tones of the Chinese,
we'll probably butcher them the most. They are off, and the camera has switched. Thank you.
Again, looking like New Zealand are following their coach's advice, are down, facing forward, kicking their legs. Did we read out refs for this game?
We did at the start.
Oh. A lovely flick from a Kiwi player there.
Beautiful drive into the goal. 4 New Zealand bodies on the bottom, all driving together.
Almost cleared by South African, but New Zealand had that extra forward down over the top who could just pop it in.
That was number 11, I believe, Toby Dukes. So another one off
Another
the list.
new one. Who hasn't scored? Logan Ross. What have you been doing? He could be sat out, to be fair. There are 2 of them sat out, but I don't. They're wearing shirts, so I can't see the numbers.
Oh, we've got 8 out of 10 so far, so we are definitely missing 2.
And a few of them have scored a couple. I think at least a couple have scored a couple of times. Finley hasn't scored, but he was very near to Toby when he scored the other time. No, because Toby did score. They called 11 earlier.
Wasn't that for a foul, perhaps? I don't even know.
No, it was the one where they went like 4 of them at once, and I said it was either 11 or 13.
Oh.
Got a ref playing advantage here. 2 of them actually.
And a call on the back there.
It's definitely not Nicole.
A call.
Oh,
Yes.
I was like, that's Melissa. It's not Nicole.
I'm aware. All right, we've got obstruction against New Zealand. We've a player being thrown. Oh no, that's against South Africa, number 3.
He's sent out for
Xavier Javier, let's just say
2
Bronco.
minutes.
Team will be missing him.
Is he speedy?
Oh, and we have a ref call there.
I've got a rough timeout.
Timeout, I mean. Thank you for correcting me.
I think they just got themselves in a bit of a kerfuffle, but all good. And then off we go. Xavier's 2 minutes can start. Oh look, Mike's coming. We can ask him how to pronounce Xavier.
Fighting on the tin. There's been a call that will...
Which side was gloving? Oh, neither.
Oh, there we
been
go.
a goal
against
awarded.
South Africa.
So number 4, Oliver Thurlow Ray. I think that's his first goal. I think we heard his name earlier when he was sat out for 2 minutes. I'm not certain.
All right, Xavier Bronco has about 1.5 minutes left of his penalty.
With just under 2.5 minutes left of the game. So we'll see if he can make a big impact when he gets in.
Yeah, he'll
Looks
have
like-
about a minute to make a difference when he gets back in.
Looks like he's either the captain or the vice captain as well.
He is the captain on the South African side.
Ooh. Doesn't say that on our little sheets here.
Those numbers do need to be redone. They're very faint.
Yeah. Boys have all been barging. Rubbing it off. Oh, strong South African drive there. Curled round, but almost no momentum lost, but the support just a teeny bit slow.
Surprised there's not an advantage being played there. Quite a bit of obstruction by the one New Zealand player as the South African was driving up the wall there.
It's coming from the South African.
Yes. But
Me the whole way through the GB game. Like, oh, looks like the Aussies are gloving.
it is quite hard, even with 3 referees in the water. There are so many things you need to be looking for. You only have 2 eyes, unfortunately, and you cannot see everything.
You know, sometimes you blink. Sometimes there's like somebody kicks and there's a big pile of bubbles. Cameraman wafts in front of you. You know, another player's fin sort of slides over. Looks like another goal here
We have another goal.
for number 11, Toby Dukes from New Zealand.
So Xavier's time, he's got 1 second left, so his time has essentially run out. So the rule for getting back into the game after penalties is that the puck must be in play. So the teams are going to kick off here, and as soon as the referees drop their arms to indicate that one of the teams has reached the puck, the chief referee will be putting Xavier back in. I wouldn't be surprised if he stayed down for the whole minutes left of this game. Try and make up for that 2 minutes chuck out.
I would. That would be very impressive. Kiwi player sort of leading with his head there. But
Got
South
2
Africans.
South Africans defending, both curled out by the New Zealand player.
We have another call here.
And another goal.
Oh, a goal. I missed it. I looked up briefly.
As you said, you blink and then
blink and
something's
it's gone.
happened. I believe that was either number 7 or number 8 from New Zealand. Hadley Jordan or Cruz Perry. It was Cruz Perry.
Good for him. I think that was his first goal. He was previously erroneously sent out. I'm assuming the referee is going to end the game. No, he's apparently going to start it for 10 seconds. I can't believe they've gone for that strike, to be honest. That's dedication. Did you just think, oh, I really fancied getting a dummy in before the end of my day?
If you had 12 seconds left on the clock, I reckon if you go straight through, you could possibly get a goal. But anything less than that,
I didn't think you're going straight through.
I mean, I have done it once. It's one of my golden moments.
Oh.
But sadly, this game has come to an end. 0 for South Africa, 11 for New Zealand. Those are huddling in the middle for their team chance.
Tough for South Africa. I think they looked so strong at the beginning, and then sort of the first two